Hi everyone. Today's we will discuss relative motion. It is very important topic of kinematics. Okay. Some of the questions which take a lot of time using the simple concepts of kinematics. If we use the concepts of relative motion, it becomes very easy. Okay. So let me introduce you with this concept. Okay. Chalo bachche. See what is the relative motion. Before I tell you what is relative motion, I will tell you what is motion. Okay. See, motion is a relative concept. We cannot say that a body is moving until and unless we know who is observing the body. Okay. Suppose that we want to observe a body, then we have to decide who is the observer. Okay. So motion is a combined property of object under study as well as the observer. Okay, so both have to be decided before we study motion. Okay, we have to decide who is the observer and we have to decide who is the body under object under observation. Okay, now here one more important thing is it is always relative. Okay, whenever we define motion, we define with relation to the observer. Okay, there is nothing like absolute motion or absolute rest. Okay, according to us, earth on which we are standing is at rest, right? But then if you go and sit on moon, then you will see that earth is continuously moving and moving, right? So we cannot say if a body is at rest or at motion until we decide who is observing the motion. Okay, now one more thing is that motion is always, okay, we have done that. Okay, motion is defined, okay, with the observer. See, in this diagram, in this photograph, there are 4 persons, A, B, C and D. Okay, now you see that A and B are sitting in a car, and suppose this car is moving with some velocity V in the forward direction. Okay, and now if I ask A, okay, what do you think about the motion of B? He will say, he will look behind him and say that he is at rest with respect to me. Okay, so actually without using his brain, obviously, if A observes B, he will say that distance between me and him is not changing, so he is at rest with respect to me. But suppose if I ask A, what can you say about C? Okay, this person C, what will he say? Dekho, he will look behind and see that C is moving far away, he is moving farther behind him. Okay, so actually C is moving backwards with respect to A. Okay, C is in motion according to A. Now similarly, if I ask D, is the person C moving? D will say, in front of him there is C, and if he looks at him, the distance between D and C is constant. Okay, they are standing, so distance between C and D is constant. So D will decide according to the distance only. Okay, so according to D, C is not at all moving. So motion of C can be, okay, moving. C can be moving if I take the observer as A, and C can be at rest if I consider observer D. Okay, now what is reference frame? Dekho, whenever we decide the observer, actually we have to decide an axis system with him. Okay, so the observer is generally considered at the origin. Okay, sitting at the origin. Suppose this is the person who we consider as observer. Okay, he is sitting at origin and these are coordinate axes. Suppose this is x axis, y and z. So he observes other bodies around him according to this coordinate axis, and also he measures their motion using a clock. Okay, suppose he has a clock also, so he uses a coordinate axis and a clock to measure time and the positions of different objects. Okay, obviously if the positions of object is changing with time, then he will say that that object is moving. If the position according to him is not changing, then he will obviously say that the object is not moving. Okay, so let me read this definition for reference frame. Is an axis system from which motion is observed along with a clock attached to the axis. Okay, so this clock, this observer and the coordinate axis combined form a reference frame. Okay, chalo, let us move forward. Okay, reference frame can be stationary or moving. You remember the previous diagram, right? In which car was moving. If I consider the observer in the car, then that observer is moving. Okay, and the reference frame attached to that observer is a moving reference frame. Okay, that is a moving reference frame. But if I consider the object, yeah, suppose let me go to the previous slide. Okay, this one. See, if I attach the coordinate axis with him, x and y axis, then this reference frame will be considered a moving reference frame, right? But if I consider this person, C, to be the observer and I attach a reference frame axis with him, then this observer can be considered at rest. Okay, so the reference frame can be a moving reference frame or can be a stationary reference frame. It is very obvious now. Okay, I hope you understand here. Chalo. Now the next thing is relative position. Okay, you have read that a vector called position vector defines what is the position of a body. Okay, let me take one simple diagram here to explain. Suppose there is a point A. Okay, there is a point A, and if I want to find the position of A, then what we do, we draw a vector from origin to this point A. This is called position vector of A. Okay, we define this using this vector RA. Okay, we already have a drawn diagram here. Okay, let me use this only. See, the position of A is represented by this vector RA vector. Okay, from origin, and the arrow ends at the point which we are considering. Similarly, if I consider point B here, see, if I consider point B, then position vector of B will be the vector joining origin to this point B. Okay, now suppose B wants to look at A. Okay, he will have to look at him like this, in this direction. Suppose B is looking at A. Okay, the direction of vision will be like this. Okay, so this vector which joins B to A is called position vector of A with respect to B. You see a new notation here where two letters are there, RAB vector. Hai na? What RAB is actually, let me write RAB vector. Let me explain it to you. It is what? It is position vector of what? Of A with respect to B. Let us understand this notation first. The first letter represents the object under observation. Okay, and the B is the, who is B? B is the observer who is sitting on the origin of the reference frame. Okay, so clearly if you understand what is triangle law of vectors, I can write an equation looking at the diagram here. See, this vector B plus vector RAB, okay, will add up to give RA vector. Hai na? Using triangle law, by triangle law, if I write, see, triangle law, what I will write, clearly dekho, this is the vector RB, okay, RB vector, okay, plus RAB vector, okay, this forms RA vector using the triangle law I have written. So clearly I can write RAB, this will be what? RA vector minus r b vector. Okay, so if observer B is looking at a point A, the position of that point with respect to the observer B is written as r A vector minus r B vector. That is position of A minus position of B. The position of point in observation minus position of observer. Okay, this is the position of A with respect to B. Okay, similarly, if I ask you to find position of B with respect to A, that will be actually what? The position of B when A is looking at B. Okay, if A will look at B, the vector will become opposite, exactly opposite. Okay, so that will be just the opposite of this vector, that is RB minus RA. Okay, this was very easy. देखो, the next thing is relative position we have understood. Now let us talk about relative velocity. देखो, we have seen that if we are looking at position of A with respect to B, this is relative position of A with respect to B, it is given by RA minus RB vector. Okay, it is clear? ठीक है, तो if I differentiate this equation, okay, with respect to time, differentiating with respect to time, what we get? See, d by dt of RAB. On the other hand side also we will differentiate all the terms d by dt of RA vector. Okay, and then RB will also be differentiated like this, d by dt of RB vector. Okay, now change of position, rate of change of position we define as velocity. Okay, so this term will change into VAB. This is velocity vector of A with respect to B. What does this mean? This is the velocity of point A when B becomes the observer and he considers himself to be at rest. Okay, if I want to observe a body, an object suppose, then I consider myself as at rest. Why is that? Because according to me, my position is not changing. Okay, even if I am moving, according to myself, my position never changes. So the observer according to himself is always at rest. तो देखो, velocity of A with respect to B, dRA by dt क्या हो जाएगा बेटा? Rate of change of position of A with respect to B, and rate of change of position is velocity. So we can write as velocity of A minus velocity of B. ठीक है? This is relative velocity of A with respect to B. So if I was asked कि relative velocity of B क्या हो जाएगा? ठीक है, when B is being observed by A, अगर A B को देखता है तो उसकी velocity क्या हो जाएगी? उल्टी हो जाती है वो, it becomes just opposite of this, that is वो बन जाएगा VB vector minus VA vector. ठीक है, बहुत ही सिंपल कॉन्सेप्ट है. देखो, इसको और एक्सप्लेन करता हूं मैं. देखो, रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी ऑफ अ पार्टिकल, ठीक है, सपोज A with respect to B is defined as the velocity with which A appears to move. ठीक है, इसको हिंदी में अगर मैं बोलूं तो क्या होगा कि B अगर A को देखता है अपने आप को रेस्ट पर मानते हुए, ठीक है, B किसको देख रहा है? A को देख रहा है खुद को रेस्ट पे मानते हुए, तो A की जो भी वेलोसिटी उसको दिखाई देती है उसी को हम क्या बोलते हैं? रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी ऑफ A विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू B. ठीक है, तो सिमिलरली जैसे हमने देखा कि भाई पोजीशन, रिलेटिव पोजीशन के लिए क्या टर्म्स यूज करते हैं? RAB इज इक्वल टू RA माइनस RB, ऐसे लिख रहे थे हम लोग. इसको एक बार डिफरेंशिएट करते थे, हमें क्या मिलता था? वेलोसिटी रिलेटिव मिल जाती थी, रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी ऑफ A विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू B, जो कि डायरेक्टली हम कैसे लिख पाते थे? वी वर राइटिंग इट लाइक दिस. ठीक है, VA माइनस VB. सिमिलरली अगर बेटा मैं इसको डिफरेंशिएट कर देता हूं तो वो क्या हो जाएगा? देखो, AA बी, ठीक है, रिलेटिव एक्सेलरेशन ऑफ पॉइंट ए विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू बी। तो अगर इसको डिफरेंशिएट करते हैं बेटा, तो वेलोसिटी को डिफरेंशिएट करते ही हमें एक्सेलरेशन ऑफ ए मिल जाएगा यहां पर, और माइनस में क्या मिल जाएगा, एक्सेलरेशन ऑफ बी मिल जाएगा, ठीक है। तो दिस विल बी कॉल्ड एज एक्सेलरेशन ऑफ ए विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू बी। तो अगर मुझे कभी बी के बारे में पूछा जाए तो आई कैन डायरेक्टली राइट एक्सेलरेशन ऑफ बी विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू ए, व्हाट इट विल बिकम, एक्सेलरेशन ऑफ बी माइनस एक्सेलरेशन ऑफ ए, ठीक है। दिस इज वेरी सिंपल। तीनों जो आपके लिए वेलोसिटी, पोजीशन एंड एक्सेलरेशन है वो एक जैसे ही दिखते हैं, इट इज वेरी इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड देम, ठीक है। तो इस पे कुछ एप्लीकेशंस हम लोग देखते हैं। देखो, रिलेटिव मोशन अलोंग अ स्ट्रेट लाइन, ठीक है, इससे हमें थोड़ी सी और क्लैरिटी आएगी अबाउट द टॉपिक। सी, नाउ इन दिस डायग्राम, सपोज स्ट्रेट लाइन में हम बात करते हैं यहाँ पे, नॉट इन 2 डायमेंशन, इन सिंगल डायमेंशन। सपोज दिस इज द एक्स एक्सिस, this is the origin, okay, and point A is somewhere on this axis and B is sitting here. So the position of A, origin से अगर मैं A की बात करूं तो that position is XA, okay. Similarly if I talk about point B, तो वो position कितनी हो जाएगी, XB हो जाएगी। क्लियर है क्या बेटा? तो सपोज करो if I ask you कि A अगर B को देखता है तो B कितनी दूर दिखाई देता है, तो क्लियरली यू विल से कि सर A B को जब देखेगा तो उसको वो राइट हैंड साइड में दिखाई देगा, पॉजिटिव एक्स एक्सिस में दिखाई देगा, और कितनी दूर दिखाई देगा, XB माइनस X है, बस इतनी दूर ही दिखाई देगा। तो ये तो हमने वैसे भी देखा था बेटा। अभी अगर मैं R की जगह X यूज कर दूं, बिकॉज द पोजिशंस आर गिवन इन X कोऑर्डिनेट ओनली, तो अगर मैं XA पोजिशन और XB पोजिशन लेता हूं A और B के लिए, तो अगर B को A देखता है, ठीक है, तो क्या लिखेंगे हम, पोजीशन ऑफ B विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू A, ठीक है, पोजीशन ऑफ B विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू A। आप क्लियरली बताओगे कैसा होगा, पोजीशन ऑफ X, ठीक है, पोजीशन ऑफ B माइनस पोजीशन ऑफ A, डायरेक्टली हम लोग लिख सकते हैं। तो देखिए यहाँ पे वैलिड भी दिख रहा है ये हमें। सपोज करो अगर मैं इसी X की रेट ऑफ चेंज की बात करूं, तो वो इसकी वेलोसिटी हो जाएगी। किस रेट से ये डिस्टेंस बढ़ रही है, वो उसकी वेलोसिटी हो गई। सपोज उसको मैंने VA बोल दिया। और सिमिलरली अगर ये B की जो डिस्टेंस है ओरिजिन से, अगर मैंने उसको रेट ऑफ चेंज को VB बोल दिया, वेलोसिटी ऑफ B VB हो गई और वेलोसिटी ऑफ A VA हो गया। तो मैं यहां लिख सकता हूं, देखो, VA विल बी इक्वल टू dxa by dt, और VB को क्या लिख सकता हूं, dxB by dt। तो ये तो हमने देख ही लिया भाई कि XBA इज इक्वल टू XB माइनस XA। इसको डिफरेंशिएट कर देता हूं, देखिए, तो ये बन जाएगा क्या, डिफरेंशिएट करने पे XB dxB by dt माइनस dxA by dt, ठीक है। इसको ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं ऑब्वियसली यहां से देख करके, तो ये हमने देख लिया है अभी तक। तो सपोज करो बेटे, एक बार मैं एक एप्लीकेशन यहीं पे आपको दिखाऊं। देखिए, सपोज करिए कि ये हो गई हमारी एक्स एक्सिस, ठीक है, यहां पे एक पॉइंट A है और यहां पे एक पॉइंट है B। A की पोजीशन सपोज कर लेते हैं यहाँ पे 2 मीटर है, 2 मीटर पे बैठा है वो ओरिजिन से, सपोज हियर इट इज ओरिजिन, और B की पोजीशन जो है यहां से 6 मीटर पर है, ठीक। इफ आई आस्क यू कि भाई पोजीशन ऑफ B विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू A आप बताइए, ठीक है, पोजीशन ऑफ B विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू A, तो आप क्या लिखोगे यहाँ पे, पोजीशन ऑफ, पहले पोजीशन के लिए मैंने X सिंबल यूज कर लिया, फिर ऑब्जर्वेशन में कौन है, B है, ठीक, ये वाला पॉइंट, ऑब्जर्वर कौन है उसका नाम यहां लिख दिया, और वो क्या हो जाएगा बेटा, पोजीशन ऑफ B माइनस पोजीशन ऑफ A, ठीक है बेटे। अब B की पोजीशन आप मुझे बताओ, ओरिजिन से पॉजिटिव एक्स डायरेक्शन में आपको दिख रही होगी, तो मैं डायरेक्टली यहाँ पे 6 लिख देता हूं, प्लस में ही लिख सकते हैं डायरेक्टली बिकॉज पॉजिटिव एक्सिस पे ही है ये। सिमिलरली अगर मैं माइनस करके लिखूं यहाँ पे पोजीशन ऑफ A, तो वो आप लिखोगे 2, ठीक है, दिस विल बी 4 मीटर। कहने का मतलब क्या हुआ कि अगर A B को देखता है तो उसको पॉजिटिव एक्स एक्सिस की तरफ दिखाई देता है, और कितनी दूर दिखाई देता है, 4 मीटर, ठीक है। सिमिलरली अगर आप बोलोगे कि सर XA विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू B क्या हो जाएगा, मतलब अगर B A को ऑब्जर्व करे तो कितना होगा वो, तो ऑब्वियसली वो क्या आने वाला है, -4। कहने का मतलब इफ बी ऑब्जर्व्स ए तो उसको वो नेगेटिव एक्स डायरेक्शन में दिखाई देगा और वो कितना आ जाएगा -4 मीटर। ठीक है बच्चे, तो आई होप यहां तक आपको बातें समझ आई होगी।